Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Eskridge here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his out, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Carson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, Took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on down. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I'd with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This time they stay on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this one is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And he's taken down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today. Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They run again with Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. Some bad Super Bowl memories certainly surfacing for the Seahawks. Another pick thrown from the 1-yard line.
If we weren't both here together, there's no way you could convince me that they did that this was going to happen again. Same spot and another interception.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First down, Fitzpatrick. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Washington 28, Seahawks 17.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Patrick now to throw on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Man open left side is Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Escaping, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And completes it again to Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Carter now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown.